Hi, my name is Adam Montandon, and I'm a teacher here at SDU, specializing in teaching master's students about experience design, which is really exciting. It's thinking about how you might create not just products, but experiences, how you feel about certain things. And I also help supervise bachelor's and master's students and all sorts, really. I have so many different students that come to me, and I'll tell you the truth, the students that I like the most is the ones that come to me and they say, Adam, I've got a thing that I want to do, but it's so stupid. All of the other professors, they don't like it. And I told my parents don't like it too. My friends think I'm crazy. And that's when I get interested, because when everybody else says that your idea is completely insane, that's when I like to step in and help out. So I'm very lucky that I get so many students with the wildest, most wonderful ideas come knocking on my office for help. And I always try to find the time to help them. So I've been teaching a brand new summer course called Engineering Imagination. Well, this course came from a frustration of mine because I see lots of engineers learning brilliant skills, but they are very practical, hard skills. I wanted to bring in elements of imagination, fantasy, and creativity to engineers, because that's what gives engineering its heart and its soul and its magic. The interest for the course has been off the scale. It's been one of the most popular courses that we run at SDU, which is really exciting. So this is a really fun course, and it's just 2 weeks from start to finish, and it's quite intensive because it's teaching every day from morning till night. And so it's been lots of different topics, from leadership to creativity to team building to imagination, all kinds of things, all packed into a very intense course. What I'm really teaching is about the mindset and how to think creatively, how to dream bigger, and how to take little tiny ideas and turn them into reality. Because this is where I think a lot of young people get stuck, because they're really good at having ideas, but it can be very difficult for them to have the confidence and the motivation to say, my little idea is worth something, my little idea has power and magic inside it. So I wanted to really teach that that they could create the things of their dreams. It takes a bit of a challenge, it takes a bit of hard work, but they really can do it. And one of the ways that I do this is by bringing in all sorts of different guest lectures. Like today we saw Steffi Limera, who was able to have a tiny spark of an idea and turn it into something that's big, that's sustainable, that pays her bills, and so you can live your life doing your fantasies instead of just doing the work. You can also live your life doing the dream as well.
I got a full-time salary while taking all these risks. So
it can be really tricky to grade imagination, because whose imagination is better than somebody else's? What is the rubric? What are the rules? And so what I'm really looking for is how the students make progression. So on the very first day, I give them a notebook that they're completely free to fill in whatever it is that they like, whatever inspiration hits their heads. And at the end of the time, I'm going to take that notebook, and it doesn't matter what's in it, that's what's going to help them get the grade. So I'm excited. I won't know how well the students have done until the very last day. So it makes it a little bit exciting for me too. Already I can see a difference in some of our students, how they're growing their ideas, how they're presenting their ideas, and how they're moving forward. I think that's been something that's been exciting about the Engineering Imagination Summer School. It's that we can get these people from all over the world with different backgrounds to come together and say, okay, I trust you, I believe in my ideas too, we all believe in them, let's go and make them happen. And having that supportive, creative, collaborative environment really gives students the confidence to take the risks. And what's been interesting is at the start of the session, there were so many questions about fear, about worry, about what keeps you up at night, what's wrong with you to want to do all these crazy things. But then over time, it's like, wait a minute, the questions change a little bit to, wait, can I really do it? Are you sure? How did you do it? And then as the days go past even more, the questions I'm noticing from the students are changing again to be, so I can do it, I might do it, if I try it, will it work? And so this is a really nice thing to see the mindset, not just of individual students, but the whole class slowly change to get out of that comfort zone and into a more wonderful creative space.
My name is Sun Yishi and my English name maybe is Phoebe, and I'm from China. Because my major is industrial engineering, it's no something like creative thing or something things like management and mathematics. So maybe when in the future when I use my major's knowledges, maybe I can combine those two things together and maybe can create new things. I hope so. Yeah.
Sometimes you need to encourage people to be the future of designers, where they're creating things where we're breaking the rules or playing with the rules a little bit, rewriting the brief so that we don't come up with the same kind of solutions to the same kind of problems. We want to see new solutions to new problems because Denmark is a leader in innovation, and this is where we want to encourage our students to move forward.
Jeg er ingeniørstuderende og tager nu en sommerkursus. Jeg er lige gået i gang med min kandidat, for ellers har jeg været studerende på en bachelor i 3 år. Så nu er jeg lige gået i gang med min kandidat. Så jeg et spændende sommerskole, man kunne komme i, sammen med en underviser, jeg faktisk har set før og har arbejdet sammen med før. Så det var en rigtig stor mulighed for at komme til at prøve at udfordre mig lidt mere, fordi det er et virkelig kursus, hvor man får til at udfordre sig selv på andre måder end bare en naturlig måde. Også komme ud og prøve at præsentere sig selv og prøve at præsentere andre, hvordan de nu kunne være, at man kunne komme ud og få nogle inspiration i at stå foran andre mennesker og snakke, hvilket har været en stor ting i at gøre det. I det her kursus har vi udfordret os selv ved at lave hurtige workshops med odenseanske virksomheder, hvor vi prøver at komme frem til nye koncepter og konceptudvikling, så kan bruge længere hen, så muligt også kan gøre sådan, så man kan få et arbejde der. Andre ting har vi også prøvet at stå for en hel gruppe af internationale folk og prøve at præsentere dig selv i en form for en salgspitch, også for at finde ud af, hvad din inspiration er, og hvad for nogle mål man skal gøre for fremadrettet også at kunne udfordre sig selv og gribe chancen, når den kommer. Han har rent faktisk været min bachelor supervisor, så på den måde kan man sige, at jeg har arbejdet sammen med ham før i et halvt år. Også med at komme frem med projekter og prøve at udfordre din egen kreativitet i et større projekt, som så skulle udfordres i at være et virkeligt produkt i sidste ende. Så det her det er virkelig en anden måde for at få et lidt crash course i, hvordan kan man også udfordre sig selv på en måde, der er mere, lad os sige, kunstnerisk, mere teateragtig.
If you've got an idea, well, there's so many great things that you can do with an idea. Once you have it, once you believe in it, once you can see it, it's important to get it out there no matter what format it's in. Your first version of your idea, it's not going to be perfect, it's not going to be polished, it's not going to be effective, it's not going to be fully working, it's probably going to be awful. The first prototype of an idea that you make is going to be a disaster. But it's important to make that first prototype, make that first step, so that you can start to ask the right questions about your idea. You can start to say it's not just an idea, but it's starting to become a thing. It's something that people can look at. It's something that people can talk about. It's something that people can discuss and criticize and help make better. Because if something's trapped in your head forever, it's going to stay in your head forever. And something awful going out of your head and into the real world is better than nothing coming out of your head and going into the real world. So many people are afraid, and you're exactly right. It can be terrifying, but I'm always reminded by a quote by Walt Disney where he said, hey, you know what? It's kind of fun to do the impossible. And I love that because I think that people who say that you can't do it, and plenty of people will say, you can't do it, your ideas are stupid, this is no good. Well, you know what? I would say don't bother interrupting the people who are doing it. You know, people who are being negative, get out of the way and make room for the people who want to do it. Because if you succeed, you change the world. And if you fail, well, you're no worse off than where you started. So realistically, there's no reason not to change because, you know, you've got to give your ideas a chance. The main thing that I would suggest not just my students, but everybody to do is to believe in the power of their own imagination. Because so many people will wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning with a brilliant idea. and they'll say, wow, this could be something, this could be really special. And they'll go and they'll fall right asleep again, and they won't do anything about it. And they'll live their lives knowing that, oh, once upon a time, I had this idea, but I didn't do anything with it. And ideas without action are useless. And it doesn't take much action. It just takes just a little bit of action to get your ideas off the ground. It's just a little bit of effort to start it. But so many people are so afraid to take that first step because it is a terrifying step. So I would say that if you can believe in what you imagine, then you can turn your imagination into reality. And I think that everybody wants to live in a world where the things that are trapped inside their head can come out and can be made physical, practical, and livable. Anybody who's interested in being the future of engineering can come to sdu.dk website, check out all of the courses on offer, because there are so many talented, smart people here at SDU with so many different subjects, and all of the teachers, all of the professors, all of the experts here want the students to succeed, and they want to see ideas coming from out of your head and turning them into products, into buildings, into bridges, into constructions, into amazing things. So if anyone's watching at home and they're thinking, I could never do that, don't think that. There's a whole world of people right here who want to help you, and they help people like you every day. So if that's the kind of help that you need, this is the place to come, without a doubt. Perfect. Yay! Cool. Thanks so much, guys. I've really enjoyed teaching you, and I hope it gives some